Hey guys, welcome back to Interactive Dashboards with Microsoft Excel. So I want to show you a couple more tricks here and some features. So notice how we have our years and quarters as slicers, right? We inserted a couple of slicers here. So I want to show you another technique. So let me click on our revenue history chart or data, and then I'm going to click on Insert at the top here, and then this time I'm going to, instead of a slicer, I'm going to choose a timeline. And notice my source data column transaction date comes up, so I'm going to choose that. And notice we get a nice little slicer here. So if you wanted to put it here, again, you can replace this timeline, this is called a timeline, with these two. Instead of having two slicers, you can always have one timeline, which is fine. And notice I can, select, deselect. I can drag over all the months here, right? I can do that. I can readjust. I can break it down by years, right? Select all the years here. And notice I can adjust this and maybe put that on the side here. I'll put it up here on my dashboard. Okay. So that's one little neat trick. Okay. Another dynamic approach to labels. All right. Let me show you how that works. So for example, we have this pie chart, right? This donut chart here on the bottom that shows my damaged versus new products, right? Let's say I wanted to have a percentage of new products, but I wanted it to be as a text area, right, or text box right in the middle of the donut. Okay, so that's possible. Let me show you how that's done. Okay, so first thing I want to do is head over to my damage count. Okay, for my new products, I'm going to create a formula here. I'm going to say equals my new divided by, okay, my grand total. So notice that gets me a percentage, a decimal. So I'm going to go to the Home tab and change that to a percentage. Okay, 52%, right? Nice. Okay, now I want to be able to have this as a text field, a dynamic text field within my donut here. All right, so what I'm going to do is go to Insert, and you'll see on the right side a text box. Okay, so I can actually create a text box right here. All right, and I can size that. Again, we can adjust the font and everything. I'm going to move that slightly in the middle there. And here I'm going to say, I'm going to use a formula. So I'm going to go to the Formula tab and say equals, click on my damage count sheet. Notice it changes on the formula to damage count. I'm going to choose the percentage here, cell C3. Click on Enter. All right. Now we have a dynamic percentage. Okay. Notice that this will change, right? I'm going to actually right-click this, Format Shape, and I'm going to say Fill, No Fill. Okay. And Line, No Line here, and then click out of it. Nice. So I got a little percentage going. I can actually adjust that font. I can select the data within the text box. I just double-clicked in there. I'm going to go to Home, make that bold. Okay, there we go. That changed. And if you want, you can adjust the size of it. 32. Oh, that's too big. Let's make it 20. Oh, 12 is too small. Let's make it 14. There we go. And then I can adjust the dimensions of my label there. It's like a text label, and put it right in the center. All right. So now notice that number is dynamic, meaning that it will change if I change, for example, the year. Notice it changes to 50. It matches the new number on the donut chart, right? There it is. It's changing as I change the years here. Okay. So those are a couple of features that you can add on top of your dashboard. Okay. Now you could break into years and quarters, or you can have this timeline here, which is nice, where users can choose the period type, right? Quarters, months, days, right? And they can, select years from here, and notice the data changes. Now, one more thing you want to do, make sure it's similar to a slicer. You want to right-click, choose the report connections, and make sure all the connections are set, like meaning all your charts are connected to this timeline. I'm going to choose all the checkboxes here, click on OK, and notice now everything will align with the year, right? So I can even drag all the years, and I get my original data back, which is nice. So this becomes a nice little dashboard, nice reporting utility for executives, marketing, your coworkers, right? Your product team, your engineering team, and so on. So this is a simple way to use Excel to create a nice looking dashboard. Again, sky's the limit. You can adjust all the design, the colors, the schemes, right? For your charts, right? For your area, your backdrop. And then you can start to protect these sheets, right? You can actually hide the source data. And in a couple of videos, I'll be showing you how to make this source data even dynamic and connect it to, let's say, a SQL data store where, every minute or so, or every time someone enters new data, new information, this dashboard automatically gets populated. Okay. So one more thing to note is that if I go to my source data, let's say in 2021, I changed the revenue to, let's just make it 600,000, right? I'm just making up a number. If I head back to the dashboard, you can always go to the data here and say refresh all, okay? And notice that everything gets refreshed, but look at the revenue the revenue history. I see that outlier, right? That's showing up here. So again, everything is dynamic, which is nice, right? So if someone changes your source data, your dashboard will be updated, right? So I'm going to just kind of undo that. There we go, and then save the file. Thank you. Hey guys, if you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. See you next time.